Hey, hello everyone out there. Hope everyone is well. And thank you so much, Martina and Cologne Magazine, for having me here and doing this little interview with you guys. So in this little virtual interview, I want to share a little bit of background information about me and what has been going on recently during this whole COVID crisis. So let's get started. That's a good question. Well, you know, I grew up in Austria, and as an Austrian boy, it was normal for me to get started on piano. Piano is my first instrument, and then later on in my teenage years, I picked up the guitar and got started in rock and playing in rock bands, having my own little band. And then one thing leads to the next. I ended up moving to Vienna and studying music there, and then playing a lot of bands there, actually in some of the old Vienna underground rock bands in the surroundings of the Hallucination Company. And I played with people like Vikal Adam or members of Drahdiwaberl. And yeah, that just, it kind of gave me a chance to cut my teeth into the music life. And then one thing again leads to the next. I ended up moving to Austin, Texas, recorded my first debut album and did a master's in jazz guitar, and then the rest is history. Well, definitely my style has gotten way more bluesy since moving to Texas, which I guess you just can't help it, but in Austin, Texas, you know, you're gonna get influenced by that. But generally, I've always been eclectic. My parents loved classical music and had a great collection at home, so I was exposed to that early on. And then later on, you know, developed my love for jazz, and then just kind of all came together in my 20s. And yeah, what came out of it, that's what you have today. So yes, I was around 15 when the guitar literally set my world on fire and hasn't let me go since then. And for me personally, music is just the greatest way to communicate with the world, and it's a gift for all of us. And I count myself real fortunate to have this way of expressing myself.
Rhythm is a healer.
I was working on an album with my band right when the Corona crisis hit and didn't get to finish it. So this lockdown has given me plenty of opportunity to finish my next album, which is a Jimi Hendrix tribute album called Power of Soul, and it has some illustrious guests on it. Since I wasn't able to play all those solos myself because I didn't have the amps around, I just invited some of my friends and some of inspirational figures in my musical life. And that includes Mr. Tommy Shannon from Austin, Texas, David Grissom, Matt Schofield from the UK, Greg Koch, another great guitar player, and then last but definitely not least, Chris Farlow, legendary singer of Colosseum, and also Jimmy Page. He also sang a track on the record. So I'm really excited how it's coming together, and the album will be released a little bit later this year on Grooveyard Records and will be available in all digital stores and also on my website ulrichellison.com. So yes, this whole COVID crisis definitely required from all of us musicians to get creative, literally to survive. Because with all gigs cancelled for over a year, we all have to look for different ways of making a living and sharing our craft with the world. In my case, I've always loved to educate people and inspire them on the guitar, and I went ahead and founded a new guitar mentorship program. It's called Total Jimi Hendrix Guitar Transformation, and on this platform I share the music of Jimi Hendrix and show people how they can learn music theory, ear training, guitar techniques wrapped around the music of Jimi Hendrix for a totally inspirational experience. I've given several workshops already. There's actually one coming up this next weekend. And yeah, so if you want to learn more about my activity with my mentoring, guitar mentoring platform, then you can go to www.ulrichellisonguitar.com. You can even sign up for a workshop there. So for anyone that wants to get started in the music industry, my advice is just build strong foundations, have strong musical foundations, but also build strong business foundations, because you definitely want to own your own distribution no matter what you're doing in the music industry. If you're an artist or if you're a sideman or whatever services you offer, you want to be able to market and sell your own products yourself and not be dependent on any other label or online platform, but have your business in your own hands. That's my advice to you. Well, yeah, I think the first thing I will do once this lockdown is over, I will just travel and visit all my friends around the world, because I have missed all of you so much. And then of course I'm planning to do a tour, hopefully next year or whenever this crisis is over. I want to do an extended tour of the European Union, Germany, Austria, Switzerland, Czech Republic, Scandinavia of course, and then hopefully the US as well, with the new album that's coming out. Thanks so much for having me here at this platform. And before I let you guys go, I want to share a little jam that I've been working on for my students. It's a Hendrix inspired song, and actually in that mentoring program you can learn how to compose and play similar songs like that with the influence of Jimi Hendrix. I hope you enjoy it, and stay healthy out there and get vaccinated.